Minecraft Legends is the latest offering from Mojang and Microsoft, expanding the world of the behemoth that is Minecraft, while also adding an action strategy genre to the franchise. While Minecraft has made a lot of updates to make its base game more accessible, does Legends do that right from the start? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Steve Saylor, I'm blind and I play video games. If you want to know how, click the video here or in the description down below. Plus hit the like and subscribe button while you're down there, it'll help keep this channel growing. Minecraft Legends from Blackbird Interactive has a lot going for it in terms of gameplay and replayability. In the single player campaign, you are tasked by the mythical creatures' foresight, knowledge, and action to be the hero of the Minecraft world and protect it from the invading piglins. There are three types of gameplay mechanics: gathering resources and using them for building or crafting upgrades, building up villages' defenses like walls, arrow towers, and more, while also creating golems or mobs to follow you into battle as you attack piglin bases. Think of it as an RTS, but instead of having a god's eye view of everything, including controlling mobs of soldiers and villagers to do your bidding, you are the hero or champion character and can control a small army of your own. So basically, you're kind of, I guess, in a demigod sort of view. You can tackle the campaign solo or co-op with up to 4 friends. I did most of the game in co-op with my co-host Leah from my Xbox Game Pass podcast called the Xbox Passport. You can actually check it out here, by the way. There is also a PvP multiplayer mode where you can team up with 3 other players and do the same thing, but you'll be attacking and defending from another team of 4 players while also battling piglins who will also attack you. The great thing is that both the campaign and in multiplayer, the entire world is completely procedural, so every time you create a new campaign story or jump into a new PvP map, the map is never the same thing twice. I didn't really get a chance to jump into PvP only because it hasn't launched yet, and there were only a few people who are playing it who are also reviewing the game, and time zones didn't line up for me to be able to jump into that. Overall, I do like the style and the gameplay once you get the hang of it, which I will touch on in a minute, and it scratches that strategy itch that I've been having as of late, and I can definitely see myself continuing to play after the review is done, because I do think it is a fun time. Accessibility wise, it's not so much fun. It's not that there isn't any accessibility in Legends, there is, it's just basic accessibility instead of full accessibility, which I do argue is better than most games released within the past year. Once you start the game, there is a small but useful accessibility menu that has settings such as subtitles, text-to-speech, text size, which was my favorite feature, by the way, because it affected pretty much almost all text across the board, and that is rare in games that are released even in 2023. And there's also colorblind modes. But there are also settings for changing holds to toggles, auto jumping, control remapping, and sensitivity options. Again, nothing full, just more of the basics. Because of the 3 different types of gameplay mechanics of build, defend, and fight, there is a bit of a learning curve to figure out what everything does. There is a tutorial at the start of the game which goes through most of the interface and features. After that, I highly recommend going through the campaign before you jump into any PvP to get all the nuances and the ability to practice mechanics before testing them out on other players. The campaign is pretty good at spreading out new mechanics as you go and comes at the right time when to use those mechanics, and you can also take your time as you go through the campaign. However, it can be difficult to keep track of or remember where everything is once you start unlocking more and more features of the game. I'm often going into the wrong build menu when I'm attacking a piglin base or defending a village because I hit the wrong button, and muscle memory takes a while to learn. So it is honestly a lot to keep track of, which in and of itself is the core mechanics of any strategy game, but placed in the juxtaposition of Minecraft itself, I found Minecraft is a breeze to learn in comparison to Legends. I honestly think that if you can play this game, play it in co-op with a friend or 2. It truly made a difference for me in not only learning new things and coming up with strategies, but it also helped silo tasks for me, so I felt like I was contributing without having to manage everything everywhere all at once. There are features that are also missing or not fully implemented that will affect blind and deaf or hard of hearing players. There are subtitles with speaker tags and a semi-transparent background, but you can't adjust them other than just text size. You can remap on controller, but you have to use all the buttons on the controller, even if you do remap them. If you have a motor disability, you might be better off playing on PC with a mouse and keyboard than playing on console. While there is text-to-speech, it isn't fully implemented in the gameplay other than just reading the menus only. Some things are read to you in the game, but a lot of key info is missed. There is no navigational assist except for waypoints that you can set on your map and a compass that gives you directions to where to go. But the compass is also limited, especially when you are defending a village from attack. For example, when attack happens, you can hear a trumpet sound when a new mob of piglins are coming, but to know where they are, you have to look for a flag icon to appear on your compass. But because the compass is scaled to the world map, knowing the precise location of those flags are hard to locate other than if they are to the left or right of where you are or somewhere behind you if you don't see a flag at all in front of you. This also highlights the fact that there is no visualization of sound for deaf and hard of hearing players to also know that a mob is coming. If there was a scalable mini-map or an alternative camera view, you can take a look at that at a glance when attacks are happening to you and to your village so you can properly strategize where you should focus your efforts on. Also, speaking of alternative camera views, it would also help when you are trying to come up with a strategy to attack piglin bases. You can't properly scout where structures are unless you just charge straight ahead right into the bases. I often found the target of where I was supposed to attack deep in a canyon bed in the center of the base surrounded by towers and piglin defenses, which is a good strategy that I personally would have used, but from a strategy game standpoint, just rushing into battle without a plan so you can see where things are seemed counterproductive. Overall, I do wish it had more accessibility, but like I said in other reviews before, this is another studio new to accessibility, so this is all new to them. I do hope they continue to improve this game to make it more accessible because I think it's a fun game for disabled players to enjoy, but for now, at launch, I would suggest waiting until then. I give Minecraft Legends for accessibility a 2.5 creepers out of 5. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If there is something I didn't cover that you want to know more about, please leave a comment down below. And while you're down there, click the subscribe button so you can see new videos when they come up. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I remain obediently yours. Bye-bye.